Hello, hello, hi, folks. Welcome. Happy Tuesday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. Welcome. Good to see you. Um, I um, I was planning on going live earlier, but some unforeseen circumstances happened, and here we are. And I was talking to a friend today, and this kind of inspired tonight's live. And I know the title may be um, a little what? As you're joining me live, let me know you're here because I don't know who's here, who's not here. Kind of, it used to be so I could tell who's here, who's not here, but now I can't tell who's here, who's not here. So, oh, first, um, much love to all the love you guys are giving me on my reels. Thank you. If you're not on TikTok with me, follow me there because I'm trying to grow my audience there as well. But yeah, man, I'm really stepping out of my comfort zone. Tonight's reel. Before I get into the subject today, the reel I did tonight, man, that was a tough one. Those last two sentences, they are so fast when you're trying to duplicate them or lip sync them. But we got them done. I actually was really pleased for the results. So if you haven't seen them, if you want to, go check them out. All right, let's get into tonight. So the difference between a doctor and a network marketer. Probably thinking, I mean, you could probably list 100 different things, right? Education, this, that, the other thing. Yeah, well, that's wonderful. But the one I'm going to share with you, I'm pretty sure you haven't heard before. Okay. Now, this doesn't mean network marketer. I just meant network marketer to get your attention. But let's say yeah, let's go with a network marketer because I like that. I like to go there. All right. So many of you know already that I'm Persian, and in the Persian culture, there are three careers that are acceptable. Just three. You should be shocked right now. So three careers are acceptable. You can definitely become a doctor. Yay. You can become an engineer, right? Or nowadays they are accepting being an attorney, a lawyer, right? When we came to US in 87, my parents obviously had hopes and dreams for me. They wanted me to become a doctor, and they definitely tried, and so did I think. And obviously, I didn't become a doctor. And I guess the worst news after that is not only I didn't become a doctor, I didn't become an engineer. You guessed it. Yep. I didn't become a lawyer either. Instead, at this age, I became a network marketer. Literally a disgrace. That's like a disgrace to your generations before and after. Like, that's the worst perfect. Like, you could probably be a garbage man and you'd be more respected than a network marketer. I don't know. I'm. That's probably an exaggeration, but I wouldn't be surprised if some people would say that, right? So I didn't become a doctor, engineer, or an attorney. Instead, I became a network marketer. Now, I have a thought I want to share with you. Okay, now some of you are gonna get ticked off at me. Some of you already are ticked off at me already. Um, oh well, you know what I mean? Oh well. So here's my thought. Well, Ali, how are you, man? It's good morning, man. What's going on? It's good to see you. Um, so here's my thought, okay? When you go to a doctor will ask you questions, a bunch of questions, and make sure that he or she understands your circumstance, your complaint, if you would, and they want to see what's going on, right? So they write all a bunch of stuff, they take notes, they're understanding your situation, and then based on that, they may prescribe a prescription right then, or they may run some tests, and then based on the results of those tests, then they give you a prescription. Ultimately, you're going to end up with a prescription. You know what I mean? Ultimately, when you go to a doctor, you 9 out of 10 times you're going to get a prescription, or they're going to say, you know, there's not much they can do for you, right? Which is unfortunate, but that's really the two cases. There's no in between, right? Now, what's the difference between a doctor and a network marketer? Well, 1,000 different things, right? But here's what I share with you. Yes, a doctor has to deal with the issue that you present all day. Now, here's the other part of it. See, when you go in with all these different issues and problems, the doctor is paying attention to your issues and what's going on, but they also need to know what's going on with your life history, family history, this history, that history, all this stuff. So they got to understand your background and what's going on with you and your current and all this stuff, right? So they deal not only with your, oh, I got a stomach ache problem, no, but all this other stuff too. Because if you come from a family that's got a history of cancer or heart disease or this or that, that's going to make a very significant role into this equation, right? So a doctor not only deals with the issue that you present, but all this other stuff as well, right? And ultimately writes a prescription, and hopefully that cures that problem, right? Well, what a network marketer does. Here's what a network marketer does. Here's a big difference. See, I can't write you a prescription. I could. In fact, in some cases we do, right? In some cases, the products that we share are better choices or better solutions for your health. The financial freedom that the journey that the plan, the model, if you would, that we share could be the answer to your financial issues. Could be a prescription for that, right? But here's the big difference. See, I tell you what the prescription is, most likely you won't take it. Most likely you won't listen to that clip. Most likely you won't watch that clip. Most likely you won't review the information. Most likely you won't take the prescription. See, a doctor can provide a solution, let's say, to an issue, right? A doctor can provide a solution to your stomach ache, right? Or versus you can become an inspiration to people who have a stomach ache. You see, I had cancer when I was 2 years old. I had kidney cancer, right? So the doctor obviously gave me a prescription. What was the prescription? Let's get this kidney out of this guy, and give him chemo for 6 months, and and then boom, we check up on him for a few years, and then if he's good to go, then he's good to go. That was my prescription. Right? Now, that's great. That's like wonderful. I mean, that's amazing, right? Now, here's the other thing. I could just sit on it for the rest of my life. Or I could be an inspiration to those who get cancer or who have cancer. It's a bigger difference. It's a bigger role, in my opinion, to play. Because I can write a prescription for how many people as a doctor? But when I become an inspiration, how many hundreds and thousands of people are touched by that inspiration? Right? So you can sit there and give solutions all day. You can sit there and provide a way out all day. Most likely people are not going to pay attention. They're not. Most likely they're not. But what they will pay attention to is if you actually use that and become an inspiration. That's why all the movies and the stories that we read and love to tell other people about is about that underdog that comes up and wins in life, overcomes adversity after adversity after adversity. That's an inspiration. That's the person, hey, I'll go there. Rocky, right? That's an inspiration. Year after, decades after decades, this movie has inspired and changed people's lives, right? Right. Or you could just write a prescription. Listen to me. I'm not discrediting anybody. Please do not go there. Yeah, that's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is use your life as an inspiration for others. I think that's powerful. I'm about to share a I wasn't gonna bring this up, but since I brought it up, I'll bring it up. I did share this before. I did a video with my mentor on Saturday about my journey with my stuttering, right? And I'm about to I'm about so even I'm about to share that interview, if you would, right? And the entire 9 minutes of that video, which is 9 minutes and 30 seconds or something, we're both crying, right? It is a very, very vulnerable side of me that I've never shared. I've never people have seen it in person, but it's never been shared, obviously, online. But the reason why I bring that up is because I really truly believe that clip, my story, is about to change so many lives. And I'm looking forward to that, man. I'm looking forward to that. So don't sit on stuff. Use them, become an inspiration. Stop writing people prescriptions, which means stop telling people what to do, what to take, where to go. People don't pay attention to that stuff. People will pay attention when you catch their attention. And that's the biggest point. People will pay, hey Kelly, how are you? Welcome, welcome. So people will pay attention to you when you actually catch their attention. You have to catch their attention. How do you catch their attention? Become an inspiration. Tell your story in a way that is inspiring to other people that can learn from it and say, oh my goodness, this is amazing. I got it. I can get out of it too. You know what I mean? So there's my take on the difference between a doctor and a network marketer. Hopefully you don't hate me that much. That's okay if you do. If you just joined me, you probably want to go back and check the beginning, because it'll make a lot more sense, I promise. And I appreciate you guys. Definitely drop your feedback, love, hate, whatever it is. Drop your feedback in the comments below. Let this feed grow. I appreciate you guys. If you feel like this live is worthy of sharing, then share it. Do what you got to do. And until tomorrow, when we do it all over again. Much love.